But the second you spawn, you hear mortars, enemies on every exit.
Hello there.
Enemy tank is shooting inside. This FOB was dead before it was built, and if you have played Squad long enough, you have spawned in one exactly like it. So, what actually makes a good FOB? You are not memorizing one magic compound on every map. You are checking three things. Can your team spawn safely? Can they move out and actually fight? And when the enemy finds it, because they will, can you defend the radio? I'm going to show you the system using Mutaha, real game mistakes, and a quick FOB building speedrun for anyone new to logistics. Other FOB guys usually tell you the same thing. Put it inside hardcover. Cool, but how are you supposed to memorize every single building in existence? Easy, you don't. You only need to recognize a few building types. Why? The same useful structures repeat everywhere. Once you see that, FOB placement starts making way more sense. Quick speedrun for anyone new to logistics. First, you need to be a squad leader. Then you need a logitrack with supplies. Get close to it, hold T, the radial menu. This is where you place everything. Radio, HAB, ammo crate. Radio goes first, it creates the build radius. And also the exclusion radius. You can't build any new radios in here. But placing the radio isn't enough. You still need to unload construction supplies. HAB costs 500, ammo crate costs 100. So minimum you need 600. Then place the HAB inside the radio radius and an ammo crate. Shovel them up. Now your team has a spawn. That's the mechanic. The real question, where should you actually put it? Because a FOB that's technically built can still be completely useless. So let's talk about what makes one actually work. This is the first building. If you played Squad, you know this building. You spawned in it, pushed through it, died trying to clear it. But the exact building isn't the important part. What it gives you is, HAB sits inside hardcover. Players can leave in more than one direction. When they spawn, they're not funneled into a death tunnel. Radio and the HAB goes here. This way the infantry has multiple ways to get out. This placement also gives you multiple ways to defend the FOB when the enemy finds it. And after they know where your FOB is, you can expand out and place some bunkers to make it more secure. This way you can defend the FOB even when it gets proxied. The radio goes in the same defender system, not because it has to be glued to the HAB, because when the enemy finds it, your team can actually defend it. FR radio looks smart, until one combat engineer finds it and nobody gets there in time. FR radio also gives the attackers enough time to dig and set up ambush while you are trying desperately to get back to your radio. Radios can be heard from about 80 meters, that's a huge range. So the question isn't, is this radio hidden? It's, can we defend it when the enemy finds it? This building passes all three. Safe spawn, useful movement, defendable radio. Here's why I'm showing you a specific building. They repeat. Once you see the pattern, maps stop looking random. You're not hunting for one magic FOB spot. You are scanning for structures that give you the same things every time. Hard cover, safe exits, radio protection, movement towards the flag. Different area, same logic. Different map, same checks. Most guides say build X distance from the flag. That means nothing the moment you arrive and there's no suitable place to build it. This is about learning how to read the map yourself. This building works differently. Instead of one strong interior, it gives you a protected compound, stairs, nearby buildings, multiple ways to move. HAB and radio goes here. Same questions, different answers. What can your team do after they spawn? Can they get into cover? Can they move upstairs? Can they move through the compound? Can they defend the radio without crossing open ground? If yes, it has FOB potential. We learned 2 buildings. Do you wanna see how many times they repeat on Mutaha? 47. And yes, I counted them all and put them on a PDF. The high quality version is on my Discord, link below. But that's not all. Let's look at Fallujah. There are 75 of the same buildings, but they also exist in Talil and Al Basra. This means you only need to learn a few of them to understand multiple different maps. Let's use one flag. You wanna attack this point. Here are 4 possible FOBs. Before I tell you, which one would you build? Now let's put our overlay on top. Did your decision change? First one, close to the flag, but too close. It doesn't matter if the enemy can proxy it without even realizing it's there. FOBs can get proxied up to 90 meters with 9 people in radius, and it's directly in the enemy's natural movement. A good building can still be a bad FOB if the enemy was going to clear it anyways. The second one looks good on the map, but no suitable buildings. You'll get farmed there. The fourth one? It's safe position, but it's too generic. Enemy raid squads will check the most obvious one first. You'll lose it before you can even establish an attack. The third one? It gives you 3 options to place your FOB. Your team can leave safely, move towards the flag, defend the radio. That makes it the better FOB location. The best FOB isn't the closest. It's not the most hidden. It's the one that gives your team the best chance to spawn, move, fight, and keep the radio alive. Let's look at the same mistakes from real games. One way out. Once the enemy watches that angle, every spawn is trapped. Doesn't matter how good the building is. Radio isolation. Radio plays far from the hab, looked hidden on the map. But when one combat engineer finds it, nobody gets there in time. Radio gone, FOB gone. The naked radio. It's inside the compound, but completely exposed. Closed doesn't mean defendable. If they can shoot it from outside, it's not protected. The obvious compound. Most obvious building near the flag. It has cover, it looks smart, but experienced players check it first every time. Predictable is almost as bad as exposed. Ignoring armor. It sits outside and has a clean sightline directly into the hub. Your team spawns into gunfire. Very useful FOB for the enemy. Ignoring radio sounds. Hiding the radio next to where enemy naturally moves is basically gifting 20 tickets to the enemy. And let's close the video with a banger, shall we? If you have enjoyed this video, consider dropping me a like.
Will he be on time to save his radio, or will he let it bleeding out?
He died!
Oh, he died! Oh, he died! Those come. Will they dig it up on time?
Does he? Yes. Okay.
Different maps,
Huh?
different FOBs,
What's he
same
doing?
3 questions. Safety, mobility, defendability.